right, here we go. It's the first day of school. You excited?
This way?
Yeah, we're going this way. You excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta go catch the bus. All right, y'all. She got on the bus. She looked a little nervous. I think she'll be fine. But what I'm about to do, I'm about to wipe down these tables. I feel slightly overstimulated. It is the first day of school, y'all. Ready for receipt?
Yeah, it's the first day of school at the doctor.
Yeah, they're testing him for strep throat and COVID. Said his throat looks
It's a little bit red.
a little bit red. Yeah.
Camera.
And I'm back to work. Y'all, oh my gosh. I really cannot even believe that happened to me. Like, I'm just in awe. So now what I'm doing, I thought my room was tore up more than it was, but it really isn't. So what I'm gonna do is kind of straighten up and get some things ready to go for today. I mean, it's ready to go for today, but you know, should be all good. Hey y'all, hey. So it is another Monday. I'm headed to work. The first day of school was insane. Never ever happened to me before, but I guess when you have kids, things can get pretty unpredictable. So I started work like any other day coming off the summer, the normal. I got to work and you know, all the things were happening, doing things that you do the first day of school, meeting your students. And then when I got to 5th period, I got a call from the daycare and it said that Trey's fever was 104 degrees. So in other words, you need to come get him. His dad needs to come get him. Something needs to happen. This fever's too high. And he had been battling with a fever. I forgot when it was. Was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday night the previous week. But it had came down. He went, I want to say, fever free all of Sunday. You know, we continue with the meds. It came back up a little bit, but then it went back down. From Monday through the night, Monday into Tuesday, which was the first day for students, he was good. So I'm like, okay, maybe it broke. Now it does take Trey a few days to really break a fever. Not that 24 hour stuff. I'm talking about 72, okay? And don't mind this shirt. I got a shirt that has like my school information on it, so that's why I threw this white button up over it. This is not part of the fit, okay? I'm like, dang, the first day of school. I've actually at this point met all of my students, but I did not get to do my first day activities. The sun is too much with my 5th period students. I got my stuff, my AP, and a colleague who's a science teacher. I guess she had 5th period planning. They came into my classroom and then I went and got the baby. The issue was the baby couldn't go back to school the next day unless he had a note from the doctor. Other than that, he had to stay out a full 24 hours. So going back to school on Wednesday was a no-go. So here it is. First day of school, I had to leave early. Second day of school, it just wasn't gonna happen. We wound up getting an appointment for that day, that Tuesday. Thank God the doctor switched to a different location. At the second location, it's not busy like the first location. So I was able to get him an appointment for Tuesday at 4 p.m. Because his fever was so high and it had been so persistent, doing this yo-yo thing ever since, what did I say, Thursday? She was like, we gotta run some tests. Because let me tell you something, if your baby just had a fever like for 24 hours, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna run any tests. They try to not give babies medicine as much as possible. They did a COVID test, came back negative. They did a flu test, came back negative. They did a strep test, it came back negative.
You are not.
They didn't know what it was. What they decided to do was a nose swab and check his white blood cell count. So they had to prick his finger for that. And the white blood cell count showed that his white blood cells were slightly under normal, which to them indicated that he was fighting off some sort of viral infection. But they were sending, I want to say, the nose swab to the lab to get a full panel so they could see what was what. I wouldn't be able to get those results until the next day. So the doctor said to continue with the over-the-counter medicine. At that point, he really didn't have a bad cough, wasn't sneezing too much. There was like a little drainage that had started that day, but it was clear drainage. So nothing really broke. Took the baby home, waited until the next day. When we got the results, they came back pretty normal. He had 3 different types of bacteria in his nose, which apparently is the bacteria that babies carry in their nose. Nothing alarming came back on the lab work. She was just like, if cough starts and the drainage gets heavy, let her know and she will call him in some antibiotics. Well, Thursday it had started. We called and got him some medication. Maybe he got to take it for like 10 days. I don't know. Never have I ever started the school year like that. That was crazy. I've never missed the first day of school in any capacity. So that kind of threw me for a loop because it's too much things going on in the first week of school to miss the first week of school. Nonetheless, I rolled with the punches. That kind of pushed everything I had planned pretty much back a day or so. But it's okay because we're rolling now. I think that threw off some other aspects of my life just in general because I haven't really been able to gain my footing until today, and we are starting now the 3rd week of school. It's been a doozy. So I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of this ride to work and then we'll pick back up.